Like Love Island this year is so fascinating because I am seeing more than any other season, I think, so much internalized misogyny. Especially when it comes to Jasmine, it's crazy. I feel like because she's gone on there as kind of a self-proclaimed feminist, which I would hope that all women are, but that's not usually the type of woman that we see on Love Island. We'll have this expectation of her. And by the way, I know Jasmine. We've been mutuals on social media for years and I love her. I think she's an amazing person, but I am not biased here. This is just my opinion on the dynamic and kind of the public opinions. Because she's gone on there as an openly outspoken feminist and a lot of her content on social media is centered around feminism, I feel like people have this crazy expectation of her that she should never make any mistakes or she should never come across as soft or, you know, she shouldn't be forgiving of the men specifically carving there. I feel like a lot of women are kind of confused and perplexed about her behaviour, and also I feel like they feel let down because she's not constantly standing on business. She has been forgiving of her partner Cab's behaviour in there, and I feel like what we need to remember about feminism is that it is all about women being allowed to be that scared the bejesus out of me. It is about allowing women to make mistakes and to be flawed and not make the perfect decision every time, and allowing them to be actual complex beings with a range of emotions and a range of reactions. And I feel like Jasmine is a very deep emotional person, and she loves with her full heart, and she is very open to loving, and I feel like that does lead her to be forgiving, and it does lead her to make decisions and have reactions on a very emotional level, and I feel like people have a problem with that. I like the way that people are kind of disappointed by her and her behaviour just really reinforces the idea that women just have to be perfect and perfectly emotionally regulated and never kind of fly off the handle or have an emotional reaction to anything, or they either have to be really soft or they either have to be really hard. You can't be both. You either have to be the type of woman that is really cutthroat and, like I said, doesn't give people second chances and thinks very logically, or you have to be a woman that's very soft and loving. And I feel like misogyny really doesn't make room for women that are both and are actually layered, complex individuals. And I feel like Jasmine is a really perfect example of that. Someone who is very opinionated and will stand by what she believes in, but also she has emotions and she wants to connect with people and she wants to love people and she wants somebody to love her, and that's completely okay. Like, we are allowed to be complex and layered, like I say, and we can react emotionally but also have strong opinions on things. I don't know, it's just, I feel like women are just expected to be so rigid and perfect constantly, and it's just exhausting, and it's so disappointing to see this narrative come from other women. It's like, come on, let's please just allow women to be multidimensional, and we aren't robots, we have emotions, and we are allowed to feel those emotions and act on those emotions, and we don't have to be perfect and one-dimensional. And it's just, I love Love Island. I think it's so fascinating. One, it's very entertaining. Two, I just think it's fascinating to, one, just watch how these people kind of operate in there. It's like its own little universe. It's really interesting. And also to see the kind of the public's reactions to things and the people in there. It's fascinating and often very disappointing, but that's all part of it, I guess.